Lease to purchase, does it work? Does it not work? Is it even sustainable? So originally our thoughts were no.
Yes, but our thoughts was mostly about lease purchase through the carrier. In this case, third-party lease purchase, like in this specific case, Lone Mountain, I think it's actually, due to the situation in the market, I think we are very competitive, and the options that they're offering are pretty good.
All right, so let's break down the actual numbers to this truck right here. But before we do, make sure you like, share, subscribe. That's what keeps the information flowing, guys. So make sure you do that. All right, so this here is a 2020 KW with 460,000 miles, right?
Yep.
$3,500 down, and it is $1,895 a month.
So it's perfect. I think the mileage has enough meat left for owner-operator to make some money before any serious issues. And the payment under $2,000, that's something that you can pretty much take care of in any market, no matter how good or bad it is. You should be all right, assuming that you do your part, meaning you get the truck, you start your business to run the business, right? Not to stay home more. If you did it to stay home more, you made a mistake buying the truck.
Yeah, so what they do here is, right, once this guy is qualifying, here's what the guy needs. It's not just the $3,500 down. When they're actually going to finance him, they're going to want to make sure the guy got about $6,000 or $6,500, somewhere in that ballpark. What the bank is looking at is that there's enough money in there for the next month's first maintenance and a little bit of operational cost for him, at least to get to the haul source, which is the carrier, who at that point may offer him the fuel card, trailers, and all of that. So they're actually looking that you got a business plan in order to make that happen. So I said all that to basically comes down to how much money do you actually need to become an owner operator, right? So let's consider you have the experience. So it's not your first rodeo. You know how the business works. You got 3 years in, right? How much money do you actually think you need to get something off the ground?
So I think in this case, okay, you said, like $6,000 to have, right?
Yeah, but that was cash in the bank for them to see.
Yes. So then, you add another $1,000 for only like $7,000, you're good, because $3,500 is the down payment, right?
Yeah.
Then, if you do it smart, you reach out to a company like Voyager, for example. Shameless plug-in right here. And you should not be looking for a company that you're going to lease on to once you have a truck in the driveway. You need to think of that right now before you even get the truck. And then, for example, the guys that are coming through us, we help them with application process. We know people at the Lone Mountain. We make it super, super smooth and easy. There is quite a bit of paperwork going on in the background between the carrier and Lone Mountain to help you secure the loan. Plus, because we already know us as an effective carrier, and I'm sure we're not the only ones, but that's the only ones that I know. Because we know us as an effective carrier who's actually onboarding drivers who lease-purchase trucks from them, and we are successfully making payments, we feel at ease because we feel that those drivers are going to a good place. We're going to be able to make those payments, and that's why that process is slightly easier than if you would do it yourself. However, not to say that you cannot do it yourself. You can totally do it yourself, but regardless of what you do, find a carrier first, and then go get a truck, because realistically, you wanna get a truck, drive straight to carrier, go from orientation, and hit the road. Like this guy has a plan not to come back until December.
There you go, and then that's gonna set the tone to because in his mind he's got money to make up, right? Because he just spent on the down payment, insurance, and all that good stuff. So he's got money to make up.
Yes, and like even maintenance funds, eventually we're gonna dry out. So you need to be making money, and you need to be putting money to the side because things will happen. Even brand new trucks, we do break, and that costs a lot of money in time, because a lot of times you're gonna go to the dealer. It's gonna take a week or two before we even look at it.
Yeah.
And parts, labor, and everything else. So I think going aggressively and staying afraid, because I feel it helped me to succeed as an owner operator, because I was afraid. I was afraid to fail so bad that when I got my first truck, I just kept running. I think like in the 6 month period, I only missed like one Monday to go out.
But you had a plan.
Absolutely, and I was afraid, and you should be too. because fear helps you succeed.
All right, so to learn details, if this information helped you and now hit a light bulb and maybe you can do it, give us a call at 863-342-5171. We'll walk you through the entire process. Remember, it's all about effectiveness, turning and burning, just like this guy down here. Orientation, load out the next day. All right, guys, drive safe, be safe, and we'll talk soon.
Take care, guys.